Hello guys and welcome back to Game of Box Office. Today's prediction will be about the upcoming movie Ghost in the Shell. As always, I will start to talk about the facts who work in favor for a good box office performance of the movie. First of all, I want to put your attention on the very big fan base of Ghost in the Shell. The 1995 original Ghost in the Shell movie has a huge fan base all over the planet. Close to all people who have seen the movie think of Ghost in the Shell as one of the biggest classics out of Japanese movie history. The movie has an 8.0 rating on IMDb, and on every other rating site almost every person is just praising the movie. Of course, now that a real life adaptation is coming to the cinemas, the loyal fan base is really hyped about it and will push the box office of Ghost in the Shell from 2017 upwards. The next thing I want you to think about is the competition that Ghost in the Shell has to face. Quite honestly, the movie has absolutely zero competition. On the second weekend there is no movie to challenge Ghost in the Shell, and on the third weekend there is just Fast 8. But Ghost in the Shell is a sci-fi action movie. Sci-fi action movies are so strange at the box office because when they are good, it's almost impossible for other movies to hurt them in their runs. On top of that, we're talking about Ghost in the Shell, so when the movie is quite good or even really good, no movie will be able to push its performance down. The last pro point I want to name is that it's the absolutely perfect timing for Ghost in the Shell to be released. Right now, Hollywood is undergoing some strange problems. Finally, it seems like the audiences are tired of the endless wave of sequels and franchises. Although the Ghost in the Shell remake is nothing new when it comes to the material, it kind of feels like it, because it's not a new part of an already existing franchise in the Western world. For almost all people, it will feel like they will watch a standalone movie, and right now, this is the best time for standalone movies possible. Alright, now to the points who work actually not in favor for a good box office performance of the movie. The Japanese market will be a huge problem. Japan is normally the second biggest market behind China out of the Asian region. Movies like The Force Awakens or Zootopia grossed between $70 and $100 million there, and outstanding performances like Frozen even collected roughly $250 million over their runs. The box office past has shown that when America is remaking a loved movie from a foreign country, this country is very often not happy about it. When David Fincher directed the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo remake, Sweden was totally not happy about it, but in that scenario it was just Sweden. And you can really just overlook a country like Sweden when it comes to the final worldwide gross. But when Japan is boycotting Ghost in the Shell, a big box office potential of the movie will be held back. The next thing I want to name is the director Rupert Sanders. Until today, this guy only directed one feature film, and it was Snow White and the Huntsman. Although this movie was kind of a box office success, the quality of it was mediocre at best, and this guy is really unexperienced when it comes to directing feature films. On top of that, he made very bad headlines with him cheating on his wife in 2012 with the main actress of Snow White and the Huntsman, Kristen Stewart. All in all, this is not a good thing for Ghost in the Shell. The last thing I want to name is the sci-fi action genre. In this subgenre, it's always hard for a movie to gross lots of money. Although this is Ghost in the Shell, and when a sci-fi action movie will be very successful, then it will be this one. It will be tough with all the things which does not work in favor for this movie. Alright guys, I will now fade in all aspects I just counted who work in favor or not in favor for a good box office performance of Ghost in the Shell, and I will now start with the pessimistic prediction on the movie. When Ghost in the Shell is on par with the quality of Snow White and the Huntsman, and the Japanese market is really not happy about this movie, I can see a gross comparable to Prestige from 2006. In this scenario, Ghost in the Shell will open with $14.8 million in the domestic market, and after a 3.37 multiplier, it will finish its domestic performance with $50 million. On the overseas front, because of its huge fan base, it will gross a total of $100 million, for a final worldwide gross of $150 million. While the budget has not been published by Paramount until today, I think that this gross will be not enough to kill all costs spent on this movie. Paramount will be probably not happy about it, and we can bury the hopes for a new sci-fi franchise. But when Ghost in the Shell is actually better than Snow White and the Huntsman, and Japan is not so pissed about this American production, the grosses will go up immensely. In this scenario, I see the movie to open with $30 million, and after a 3.0 multiplier, it will finish its domestic performance with $90 million. On the overseas front, because of a way bigger performance in Japan, the movie will gross a total of $200 million. Combined, this will put Ghost in the Shell at $290 million worldwide. This gross will be probably enough for Paramount to break even and maybe even earn some money with the home media sales. In the optimistic prediction on the movie, Ghost in the Shell will become a 500 million movie. In this scenario, Ghost in the Shell will open with a very good $40 million, and after a multiplier of 3.0, it will finish with $120 million in the domestic market. On the overseas front, Ghost in the Shell will destroy all of the competition in Japan and will also perform quite good in other countries, for a final overseas total of $380 million. Combined, this will put the movie at $500 million total worldwide. A huge success for Paramount, and a second and maybe already a third installment would be safe for the future. I'm personally a huge Ghost in the Shell fan and I really want to see this happening. The next movie will be a prediction on Inferno, The Great Wall or The Dark Tower. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you liked it. If so, be sure to check out these other 3 predictions that I'll link you on the left side, bottom and right side of the frame. Also, when you like what I do here on YouTube, be sure to hit a like and subscribe to my channel. See you soon, bye bye.